first down. Murray. His throw incomplete.
Murray's pass.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd.
The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They just did manage to sneak into the playoffs as a 6th seed, so it's a tough road ahead. They know that. They would need to win 3 games on the road in January, but hey, here's the bottom line. There's 18 other teams that wouldn't mind being in this spot right about now.
Yeah, and you had to stick it to them, didn't you? Those 18 who are sitting at home right now. But you're exactly right about that. Your point about how daunting this is well taken, because it all depends on their mindset at this point. How do they break it down so they're not looking at this whole big road and saying to themselves, we got no shot. You got to break it down to this game right now. Win this one, then worry about the rest of them after this.
And that will be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and
from just shy of midfield. Murray, man open left side. It's Williams. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 30.
Onto the field now come the Bears. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's brought down.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a give running left with Montgomery. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
David Montgomery.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Burgess on the tackle. A gain of 4 yards. First down, Bears.
On 1st and 10, Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. His second catch in this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
First down, Chicago.
Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
Second and 14. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he fires one incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 17.
So out now come the Cardinals. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback.
Murray's
and he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. First down, a run with Cohen. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the line.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Murray throwing complete there to Hopkins. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Bears 30-yard line.
Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Rolling to his right. He'll run it. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
On first down. It's Montgomery. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
32, David Montgomery.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. From the gun, Jones. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd.
Now Jones finds his target, Montgomery.
Jones.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
A 5-yard gain on the
Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll run on first down. It's Montgomery, and he'll be tackled at about the 35.
The ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. On 2nd and 7, Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And oh, he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Bears. And some room to work. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Pass complete. Fumble on the play. Recovered.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Here's Jones. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. That's caught by Montgomery. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it's a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He was defended by Patrick Peterson.
Jones now on 3rd and 2 and unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
He was defended by Patrick Peterson.
Running for it, Montgomery. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
Ball carrier.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
1st and goal at the 1. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Point after here coming up. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over.
And it's a fumble, and this is picked up by the Bears. And he's got some space here.
Murray's pass complete. Fumble on the play. Recovered.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard short of getting in the end zone as a former defender, you know it hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
Not only does it hurt, the laughter in film is going to be intense. You are going to get jumped on for not making it all the way to the end zone.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, that play's not going to go in their highlight reel at the end of the season, but the only benefit to the offense, maybe a little more space if they want to throw the football now after taking that loss.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They try again with Montgomery. He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Jones going to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
It's 4th down and goal.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bears 7, Cardinals nothing.
And this one is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Bears 10, Cardinals nothing.
So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. It has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the 2nd quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Murray took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Arizona. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Green once again the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Buda Baker there on the coverage.
Jones throwing again on 2nd and 10. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. 3rd To throw on third down, Jones. And he will find his man on the outside.
Complete.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And 10 at their own 24-yard.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
At the 26. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Murray now on first down. And he completes it to Cohen. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Boy, the evolution. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it, to throw it underneath, a short pass like that? But, boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that one will be accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jones. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Montgomery. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 2.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Here's Jones on 3rd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
1st down.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And boy, he can get hurt.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Montgomery. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the 1st half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Second and 12. Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense. Been a decent start for him here in this 1st half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point.
Cohen, the ball carrier.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brings up
To throw, it's Murray. The screen pass here to Cohen. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So possession goes over here on the punt.
At their own 28-yard.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Jones now to throw on 2nd down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
2nd and 5 now. Jones. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Jones pass.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete,
on the play,
but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still, no yardage. Okay.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And able to find Green. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Chandler Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Operating from the gun, Jones looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Jones going to throw on 3rd and goal. And he can't bring it in. Incomplete. He dropped it on the crossing route. 4th down now.
He is just not at his focus in this game. It's not one drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That's not good enough, man.
Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Montgomery back to the ground. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, it's Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run for it. Hyde. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
The kicker
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bears will add on to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The football going back over to Arizona now. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. And this is going to be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
At their own 30-yard line.
Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st down, Jones. He's going to fire one. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Jordan Phillips In there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Throwing Jones, and he finds Montgomery complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
The field goal is good. Makes the score Bears 20, Cardinals 7.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And completes it to Kirk over the middle. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Murray, it's caught on the right side. Williams. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Murray looks to throw again, second and 10. That is caught by Cohen. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's third and 5.
Brings up third.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that is incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked out and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that first run.
So this is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wild Card matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coach. We now proceed to the start of the second half. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC Wild Card bout. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Complete to Christian.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Kyler Murray sacked.
He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jones. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Simmons there defensively.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down inside the 15 he goes.
44.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And the Bears.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Bears will extend their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game, and there was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
25-yard line.
Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll pull it down. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Arizona. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. But the focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
That's what he's done here in this one so far. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
1st and 10.
The Cardinal offense takes back over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
A gain of
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Cardinals. 1st and 10 at the 46.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield.
Murray's pass.
5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And able to find Kirk complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Murray hooking up with Kirk for an Arizona first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Caught left side, Hopkins.
Murray's pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Now Murray again. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
Murray's pass.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Eddie Goldman picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
That's good.
The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection. In most goal line situations, defensive tackles are just trying to hold the line, hold their ground, and let the other guys roam and make the play. But in this situation, he's able to push his way into the backfield and disrupt that play for a loss.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Murray. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Now we give to the big fullback use check. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Came up about a yard short, but I can't help it, Brandon. I love it when the big guy gets the football and he tries to battle his way forward. There's something about those guys carrying the ball and watching people trying to stop them. That's just great theater.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Taking it in from a yard out, and the Cardinals get a bit closer. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
But the focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this third and fourth quarter.
A gain of 5.
Are you touched?
Second and 5.
He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
35-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Off play action. Jones. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Intended for A.J. Green.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
And 6.
Hard throw, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
At their own 4-yard
now
line.
Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they've made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out and made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a first down on a gain of 10. For a second there, he looked down on the field. I almost thought I saw Kyler Murray in an Oklahoma jersey.
The colors are similar, though, right?
Yeah.
He is not just quick, because he's every bit of that. He truly is fast. He's as fast as the fastest players in the NFL. And when he puts it all together, makes the proper read, you can see the defense's eyes grow wide because now they've got to deal with him downfield. He's hard to get down.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Throwing on first down is Murray. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pick.
To throw again on second down. Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone. And now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that second score here in the third quarter. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing it for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Jones. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 12 yards there and a first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Aldon Smith in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon.
Third down.
One quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to make it fourth down.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen. Broke off his pass rush. And then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. That catch good for only a couple.
To Tariq Cohen. A gain of 2.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the gun, Murray. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
And here now the offense heading back out there. This one not in the win column just yet, but on the road is the 6th seed. They are close to pulling off the upset.
Yeah, I don't want to jinx them. I'm like you. It's not over yet, but I'm going to go ahead and project here. Win this one. Think about the momentum now that you carry, right? You carry that forward. And look, home field's a big deal in the playoffs. But the really good teams, and we've seen it plenty of times in NFL history, they can go on the road and win. And a win here would allow them to do exactly that.
First, the road doesn't get much easier as you have to face the top seed next week, but they'll deal with that then.
Hey, they'll take this win and take on the top seed anywhere because they're still in the playoffs and still alive for a chance at the Super Bowl. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A give. This is Montgomery. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
The ball carrier.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run. Montgomery. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Jones. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Montgomery. Aldon Smith there on the tackle.
He was brought down by Aldon Smith. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
again, they'll go ground with Montgomery.
18-yard line.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Jones pass complete.
A 14-yard touchdown as the Bears push further out in front. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
The kicker on for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. And now he'll tuck it and run. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Murray now on 1st down. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Kyler Murray sacked.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Murray. On the move to his left. He may try and run for this. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could. But let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
And he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
Murray's pass intercepted by the Bears.
This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
The Chicago offense set to get started. They have bucked the trend so far. Sterling performance to this point on the road, no less, in the wild card round. And they look to finish things off here in this 4th quarter. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Montgomery, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pick.
They'll keep it on the ground. Montgomery. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals' 39. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football.
And inches.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
2 yards.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. at the 38.
On second down, Montgomery. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 5-yard pickup on the play.
And in throwing, Jones. That's caught by Montgomery.
Jones.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one open downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the first down. Well done all the way around.
First down, a run with Hyde. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second down.
They run it again with Hyde. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Back to throw. Jones got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Caught by number 12.
A 1-yard touchdown reception, and the Bears will add on to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
They threw it. They just threw the flag.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing again. Murray flush to his, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Roquan Smith able to run it down for a loss of a yard.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Here we go. Block 59.
Operating from the gun, Murray. And a throw there going to be incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Jalen Johnson on the
Murray and company going for it on 4th. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Intercepted by the Bears.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. On 1st down, it's Montgomery. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Montgomery. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
James Burgess on the tackle. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. The 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
91 is the money.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
And it's 3rd down.
And the Bears will fight on another week as we say so long, everybody. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long and sign off from the desert.